What is the most common lie wives tell their husbands? It doesn't have to be done straight away. Here's how it goes in my house. Me, lounging on couch watching stupid crap on YouTube. Wife, mumbles something from another room. Me, sensing danger, immediately mutes TV. What was that? Wife, we need to call someone to clean out our gutters. No rush but it's going to rain tomorrow. Me, having learned my lesson over the years, immediately switches off TV and calls a guy. That second, sensing danger. There is enough space in the closet for both of us. No, there's not. I'm a firm believer that a happy, healthy marriage begins with separate closets. We moved into an apartment that had 2 walk-in closets in the master. They were both pretty large, but one was bigger. I said take the big one. After mine was full I still had tons of space. So in went the neutral stuff like linens, luggage, Christmas box. Her side was full. About 6 months into living there, she had hung stuff on an empty rack on my side. I said no. If your side is full you need to get rid of some stuff. Well, what did I put the stuff I'm going to get rid of there until I get rid of it? That made sense. So in it went and stayed there until we moved out. I always ask my wife if I'm the only one she's ever been with. Yes, she says. All the others were 9s and 10s. On our wedding night I asked my wife, am I your first? She said why does everyone always ask me that? I asked my wife if I was her first. She said, let me get a better look at you. Now, his hair was lighter. I'm fine. No husband worth his salt believes that shit. He takes it with a grain of salt. Salt. If he didn't care she'll take it as an insult. More serious, but if I know something is important to my husband and I don't care at all, I will white lie about it. Like if he asks, can you tell the difference in my ab muscles? I have been doing a new routine. Even if I can't tell, I will tell him that I can totally see the difference. I think men do this with their wives too. Yes, I love your new haircut. Sometimes my husband shows me replays of his videos games and I genuinely cannot tell what I'm supposed to be impressed by because I'm not into those kinds of games. I still wow and wow over it and he appreciates it even though he knows I'm not actually amazed by it. He returns the favor when I show him my latest craft project I'm proud of that he couldn't care less about. Sometimes we just need that appreciation that sounds genuine. Wow, honey. You sure showed that Pidgey who the best trainer is. Wow. Hon. You're really going at it. Geo. And you say this was a hot coffee mod. Is that right? Nothing is wrong. It either means something's wrong, but it's nothing you can help me with. So leave it be, or something's wrong, and I need you to push. So I open up to you. Good luck figuring out which is which. Or the third option, I've mentioned this issue several times and you've not reacted at all / shown any interest in helping / changed. So why should I bother when you finally notice I'm in a bad mood? Or 4, I know from experience that you won't understand the issue and will just get pissy if I try to explain it to you. So I won't bother. Or 5, there are bugs in the walls. We are being listened in on. Follow the Morse code instructions that I'm blinking, or we'll both be in great danger. I don't care where we go to eat. Okay, let's go here. No, how about here? No, here. No. That's why there's a simple rule in our household. You veto. You must suggest. I won't even go down the plant aisle. I have no more room for plants. So don't worry. I will come home only with the listed items. Do you see plants anywhere on the list? No. So no plants. I'm not even thinking about plants. He's never mad. Just disappointed. It was in the sale. A bargain too good to miss. They were abusing it. But I can save it. I don't want the last piece. You can have it. My partner eats about 4x as much as me, and every time we are eating out and I get full he finishes mine. I never complain because I don't want to be greedy and I love him, but man, I wanted those leftovers. My husband is the same. Except when I say, I'm keeping these for my lunch tomorrow. Usually, if there's not enough left for meal or worth packing up, he gets them. But if there's enough for my lunch, oh hell no. Those are mine, baby. I don't know. I find playing dumb has saved my butt many times. When I'm wanting to avoid his temper or just cheer him up in general, I ask questions about things like Star Wars or Dealerians. Are you married to a 14 years old boy? Pretty sure that's illegal. Episode 4 came out in the late 70s. Bro. Dealerians got famous in the mid 80s. 14-year-olds only know about TikTok, pop music, and horribly twisted porn. As a teacher, I can confirm, kids don't know about important shit. They only know irrelevant shit. I love managing our social calendar and reminding you it's your mum's birthday tomorrow. This is easily solved by not managing their calendar and taking zero responsibility for the fallout. When we had a child, I denounced all responsibility for his life and passed it back to him. When he inevitably forgot to start with, I just let him take the blame and said, he's your son, it's his responsibility, I've got enough on. My husband is great though, he's really taken on half my daughter's stuff and maintains his own life now. I wonder if part of it was just me being more on stuff, so it was just easier for him to let me do it. As soon as I stopped, he picked up the slack pretty quickly. Before my ex-wife got horribly sick, it never occurred to me she was doing well over half of the combined household chores and mental load. It was only when nobody was doing all those things and I picked up the slack that I eventually realized, oh shit. She's been quietly doing more than me all this time. Yeah, some men are really clueless about the mental load and let their wife take that on, and then wonder why women are mentally exhausted and don't want to have sex with a lazy man-child. If more men stepped up carrying the mental load, that one thing would save so many marriages. I just couldn't deal with him saying he didn't want me to be his mom, but he put me in the position to have to carry this load because the S still had to get done, and he was a complete child about it, and then wondered why he felt like I was moaming him. I wanted a partner in life, not a lazier man-child. No more. If my wife says, don't worry about it, I'll handle it, I know for a fact that I better be worried about it, and that I better be the one to handle it. It's too late at that point, mate. You already effed it up by letting it get to that lol. No, I'm not upset you forgot to do the dishes. I'm always upset, but it doesn't do any good to fight over it. He is forgetful, but at least he rarely needs to be reminded twice. No, it's fine that you forgot after promising that you would do them. Narrator, it was not. In fact, fine. Fine is the female F word. It didn't cost that much. Please don't lie about spending. It's really problematic in the long run. It's the most frequent cause of relationship problems. Getting out of a lecture doesn't help pay for rent and groceries, or whatever. I have never understood this. I see videos on Instagram all the time like, sure, you can see my text messages, but not my Amazon account. Maybe it's because I'm by far more frugal than my husband, but I can't imagine not being upfront about finance. Financial honesty and not being emotionally dependent on reckless spending is a cornerstone of successful relationships. I wouldn't marry someone I'm in love with if they took on a lot of stupid debt and had a serious spending issue or wasteful lifestyle dependency. I'll get ready in 5 minutes. The counterpart to this, her saying she's ready to go. So I put on my shoes and coat, grab my wallet and the car key, and then stand by the door for 5 minutes waiting for her, because she was not, in fact, ready to go. Oh my god, this. You ready? Yep, where's your shoes? Oh, I still need to wash my face. Put shoes on. Potty the dog ready apparently means ready to get ready. Not really sure what word would be actually ready to her. I'm not hungry. Can't believe this is so far down. I'm not hungry always means get extra fries. You must buy back quote protection fries every time, just to protect your own food. I had Kohl's Cash, or an Amazon credit. I've known for years that the $350 juicer we never use didn't only cost $70 after Kohl's Cash and coupons. It was Kohl's. So she also saved $200 imaginary dollars from the artificially inflated original price. Apostrophe. No, everything is fine, I'm just tired. Really, I'm just overwhelmed and disappointed, and you'll have an emotional breakdown or fight with me if I discuss everything with you, so it isn't worth it. Husbands say this plenty as well. Hell, I say it but most of the time it's to figure out if my feelings are valid or if I'm just being an a-hole. But most of the time it's to figure out if my feelings are valid or if I'm just being an a-hole. This hits hard sometimes. So true. I just say this. Tell her I'm upset. I know I'm being a pouty ass. I just need to find my way out before a constructive discussion can happen. No need to start an argument over something dumb. If 15 minutes later I'll realize I was only cranky because I was hungry. We need to. Translation: you need to. Backquote: we should equals backquote you need to. Facts. Whatever. Go ahead. Have fun. As a woman, this one confuses me a bit. I can't think of a situation where I'd use this with my boyfriend. As much as I like doing things together, I feel like time apart is important too. If it becomes a situation where time apart is more frequent than time together, it's a deeper problem that needs to be addressed. After you have kids though, it's also not necessarily I want to spend time with you, but I need help around the house and with childcare. Seen some couples where after kids come around husbands just want to continue on as usual with boys' nights, and it isn't always reciprocated for their wives. I think it's getting much better, but probably still a bit harder for women to get a group together to go out spur of the moment, as some would have to do prep work to make it happen if their husband typically doesn't cook, know about homework / school projects due, feeding schedule, etc. Exactly like when my best friend's husband needs to go help a friend bottle his homebrew and his wife is stuck taking care of the kids and cleaning everything as well. BC he invited people over for New Year's. He's like, I'll only be a few hours, and she says fine. Have fun. I certainly think they both know what the right thing to do in that situation. Say I can't help right now, I've got some stuff to get done around here first. But if she says something she's an ag I guess, so go. Have fun. Kinda lets him know he's out of line without starting a huge fight. I think sometimes it's a conscious check. I got this yarn for free. Possibly true. It's just that the knitting needle / crochet hooks / classes weren't free and were in fact priced higher than normal to cover the cost of the free yarn. It's Finn, a narrator. It was, in fact, not fine. I don't mind doing it, Edu, but I know you're just going to keep procrastinating, and it needs doing now. I feel this when it's a chore that you asked to get done days ago and it's still not done, and I'll wait until the last minute too. But when there's no more time left to procrastinate, I just do it myself. I'll be ready in minutes. Add 5. Multiplied by 2. We are leaving in minutes. I can't open this jar. I really can't open the jar sometimes. And sometimes he can't either. And so begins the Hunger Games. It was on sale. Translation: it was for sale. IDK, but r/caffeine is non-stop showing up in my feed, and I think I just saw someone eating a rat. I find that a wife'll be ready in 5 minutes is the same amount of time it takes a husband to leave the bar in 5 minutes. I promise I won't get mad. Of course you can go. I'm fine. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.